How do you get the white supremacist, the white nationalist, terrorist genie back in the bottle? Forgive my slightly infantile language, but it's expressive, I think. How do you get it back in the bottle? And part of the answer is you ask questions like this. You don't have a debate about whether or not this is white nationalism, any more than you'd have a debate about if someone blew themselves up in a crowded theatre and claimed they were doing it for Allah. You would not have a debate about whether or not he thought he was doing it for religious reasons or not. You could have a debate about whether or not he understood his own religion. But here's a person saying, I'm doing this as a response to the Hispanic invasion of Texas. He is a white nationalist terrorist, and he is using language identical to that used by the white nationalist president. Problem is, of course, this is just one corner of the British media, and you probably won't have to travel far this evening to find a news programme upon which they're having precisely the debate which leads to precisely these sort of tragedies. You know? But we won't. We'll try and work out what we can do as people who feel the same sense of sorrow about deaths, regardless of the ethnic, religious, or geographical identity of the killer. As people who wake up to the news that we woke up to yesterday regarding the murders in Texas with precisely the same sense of sadness and sorrow that we woke up to the murders in Nice or the murders in Manchester. In fact, perhaps the murders in Manchester were a little more acute because they were so much closer to home for so many of us. But I think this is part of the answer, forgive me. You have to acknowledge humanity. I do not feel any different about a white supremacist terrorist attack to how I feel about an Islamist fundamentalist or an ISIS-inspired terror attack. When a follower of far-right figures in this country commits terrorist murders at a mosque in Finsbury Park, I feel no deeper or shallower sense of loss about the lives taken that day than I do about the lives taken at the Manchester Arena during the Ariana Grande concert. I think we need to be louder now, people like me and you. We just need to, because everyone else turns it into a battle. Everyone else says, well, the Democrats are trying to make political capital out. No, we are humans. And when people have been pushed to this point of murderous terrorism by preachers, priests, or politicians, we should feel the same.